everyone, to the very first episode of Wrestling Rewind of 2021 here on the Jeff Meacham Network. Pretty sure I'm Jeff Meacham. I don't really know half the time because these streams are so batshit crazy, but most likely the guy to my left is the one and only, the reigning, defending, undefeated for more days than I can freaking count, because after 1,000, I didn't have to count anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Team show, and I'm exhausted. But I do have to worry about it later today because I'm going forward in this tournament, God help me. And yeah, I don't even want to know what's going to be in round two if round one is any indication of what I feel it's going to be. Greg Cherry, welcome back to Rewind. It's the second second full week of the year. But we haven't done one of these yet this year. I'm kind of glad we're back in the groove, baby.
Yeah, I am too. And, you know, January is always right up my alley as far as this show goes because it's Rumble month, baby. It's Rumble month.
That's it.
It's my bread and butter.
Funny. Yeah, we've been talking, JJ and I, on Dads about, March is WrestleMania. We're totally glossing over January, man, because where the road to WrestleMania starts. It has been since 1993, really. Well, really since 1990, if you really want to get technical about it. But right. It's a great way to kick off the wrestling year. I know people that are New Japan fans. Dude, we have a match. We have a show January 4th. I know. I watched it too at 18 freaking hours of the night. I know. I'm there, kids. But for us WWE dorks, this is where it's at. And this particular Royal Rumble, I've said it a few times since I've been trying to promote this for the better part of about, I think, 6 years. I'm trying to promote this particular episode now. This is the Attitude Era in a nutshell. This entire pay-per-view and this match is very much what the Attitude Era was ultimately about over the 4 years it existed. It was just very much sports entertainment, not a whole lot of wrestling like, us pure NWA kids, like or whatever, but it's a hell of a lot of fun to watch. And this match is really fun. If you can get over the fact that most of Jerry Lawler's commentary is not going to age well here. Let me just throw that out there right now.
Not at all. I know exactly what you're talking about too. So
it's like, God bless those two poor guys from the Far East. Good grief. Oh Lord. Exactly anyway, you can see right here below me, and if you're only listening, then I'm sorry you're only listening because you're not getting the full visual experience of the Jeff Meacham Network. But that's okay. We don't mind that so much because I'm not doing Anchor right now because they're paying me, so screw them. Anyway, 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 6 seconds is your timestamp for the Royal Rumble. And yes, you're going to listen to Howard Finkel talk for about 5 hours doing the rules, as Lawler will gladly point out to you momentarily. But we like to think around here. We're trivia buffs, so we enjoy Howard Finkel's voice. And also, if you're watching on a Roku device or some sort of device where you can click over with your handy remote control, you're looking for the tab that features Rikishi and Too Cool in pre-dance mode in between the CEO / future SBA administrator and the former WWF champion with a look on his face like he's about ready to chicken wing somebody's sorry ass. So there you go. That's where we be, kids. I ask you this every rewind. Where are you at in your fandom here as we kick off the year 2000?
In the year 2000. Conan O'Brien reference.
You're too young. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Good. Old school Conan O'Brien.
Old school Conan O'Brien. That's right, baby.
Yes. But yeah, I was pretty into wrestling at this point. Surprisingly, and it'll come to a lot of people's surprise, especially the fact that I've held this for almost 3 years.
Right.
I wasn't super familiar with the Attitude Era. I know, like it's like a critical part of a lot of people's fandom. I consider myself more of a ruthless aggression guy, but the Attitude Era is something that I'm going to have to go back and absorb more of because a lot of those pay-per-views kind of blend together for me,
right? Because
there wasn't a lot of like classic quote unquote wrestling action,
right?
But obviously, with this being a Rumble, I'm very familiar with it.
Oh yes. I, people have been watching your Royal Rumble rankings in the last few weeks, and I appreciate you watching those. By the way, we thank you for doing that over the Greg Cherry brand. But I'm very curious to see. As of now, I have not seen this match come up, so I'm curious fall into place here because we all know the 92 Rumble is what it is. It's the upper tier, no question about it.
Or is it?
What's that?
Or is it?
Well, for you, exactly. We'll see where things fall in with you as we move along here in the coming weeks. But this Rumble, like I said, it's not the greatest example of a battle royal style match or what Pat Patterson envisioned in 1988, I'm sure. But it's a hell of a lot of fun to watch. It really is. It's so much fun. Almost right off the get-go is fun. I mean, you see the tab there on your Roku, with Rikishi and Too Cool. That's actually part of the match, and you'll see that a little bit. It's freaking awesome. Anyway, I got the volume turned down as far as I can, so I don't get by.
Yeah, don't get copyright popped.
Yeah, seriously, we've been on the show in a month. I want to get some freaking uses out of this, son of a bitch. So, all right, Again, 1 hour, 43 minutes, 6 seconds. If you don't know, you know now. 3, 2, 1, play. And there he is, the Fink himself.
Got to clean all the thumbtacks out of the ring.
Yes, and if you don't know what Greg's talking about, this is the aftermath of the Cactus Jack Triple H street fight that really encapsulated Mick Foley's final main feud in his first major WWF run that concluded, of course, at WrestleMania that year. Unless you count No Way Out as the retirement and WrestleMania as the here, you need a main event for Mania. Merry Christmas, Mick, or whatever. But that street fight in the Garden, where Mick, hitchhiked back in 1983 to see Jimmy Snuka face the Rock, the Magnificent Rocco, was everything for Mick. It was such a huge moment for him in his career. And this is after, and you hear Fink talk about 1 feet touching the floor. This is why right here. We have the Greg Cherry rule on WTC. That's the Shawn Michaels rule for the Royal Rumble right there, because only 1 foot touched the floor, and Shawn Michaels, for a moment in time, had Pam Anderson by his side as a result.
You got to have rules named after the goats, right?
See, that's why he's the co-host right there. That's why Greg and I do these shows, and there's Pam Anderson. I'm just going to stare for a minute. Don't mind me. Great googly move. And even she's like, oh, brother, what am I doing here? Why am I here? What's happening? By the way, if you need a giggle or two, I mean jiggle. I said giggle. Let's be clear, people. The Comedy Central roast of Pamela Anderson is one of the funniest damn things I've ever watched in my life. And speaking of jiggles, here comes D'Lo Brown in his head.
I love D'Lo Brown.
I do too. I am so glad he and Stryker are doing commentary for Impact going forward.
There you go.
I love that commentary team a bazillion times more than the douche and Mrs. Douche.
How did he not concuss himself doing all those, I
have no idea. I've wondered that for 20 years. How his head just didn't start going rolling down the aisle. I'm like, how is physics a thing with D'Lo Brown? I don't understand it. Boggles the mind. And speaking of physics that boggle the mind, you got Brian Christopher as a hip hop dancer. Let's just throw that out there right now. Longer with the disgust on his face, like, come on, Jerry, quit kayfabing. Christ. It's funny. One of my dear friends that became a fan of this channel, Kat, asked how Rikishi or how Too Cool to Hall of Fame yet after all they contributed. And it's like, honestly, Brian had a lot of drama going out of the company and a lot of drama going out, period. So I don't think WWE wants to touch it with a 10-foot pole right now because they've already got enough drama in their Hall of Fame as it is.
Yeah.
But see, right here, you're thinking, okay, well, we're on a decent wrestling thing here, even though Brian's just like he's, fresh off a Biggie Smalls reject meeting or whatever, and D'Lo's head's still on his head, like you said, somehow. Yeah. On his shoulders, I mean. So here we go. Just starting already.
Mm-hmm. I love Grandmaster Sexay's laugh, though.
Yes.
Like he was still in full too sexy mode as far as that goes.
Yeah, I mean, okay, and I think Brian's head almost fell off his head now. Good grief! See the way he landed on that Hurricane Rana? Jeez,
it's like a spike Rana almost.
Right? I just spike myself while I try to flip you over my head. What? Now, see, I wouldn't have waited. I would have gone for a straight up Mr. Perfect style snapmare right there.
Yeah.
And there's the laugh. There it is.
Yeah.
It up. Okay. I know you say it every time you watch an old match, but look how freaking young Mike Chioda looks there sitting ringside.
Mm.
He looks like he's fresh out the womb practically.
This match was 21 years ago. What is happening?
It's crazy. Yeah, I posted earlier. Okay, now see, the headbangers for me kind of jumped the shark here when they started wearing the cones and everything. I was like, all right, I don't know, guys, it's a little much.
I'm gonna have to watch some 99 and early 2000 stuff back. I don't know why they started dressing like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, here we go. Round one with Ty.
There goes Funaki.
How Funaki wasn't hurt on that one alone, I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
Taka's still coherent for now.
Yep, for now.
Where is he playing replays and when he's not? Trust me. But yeah, like I think with the headbangers, it was I guess the Maryland. Again, I don't know anything about this, so forgive my ignorance, y'all. But like, I understand like the Marilyn Manson fandom culture were like really into the alternative attire stuff, but even that's like, I don't know, that's a little much for me personally. I don't know. I don't get it for what it's worth. So
good old Sky High by D'Lo.
There, yeah. I mean, I don't get it, but then again, I'm the whitest guy in the room, so you know. And apparently, so are Chaz's underwear. Wow, those are neon white. Brief.
Or good briefs.
Yeah. Ha! Ha! Oh, we're getting punny today, kids. Here we go. That's a hell of a suplex right
Delayed
there.
vertical. He would not be the best person in this match to do that.
No. Definitely not. Christian's solo music.
Yeah.
What it was. I'm not sure what it was, but it was there.
It's not a bad song. It's just like forgotten about.
Right, because you know they primarily used Edge's music as a team, and then when he broke off, he got that opera song, which is just freaking phenomenal in my opinion. Whenever my dad sees him on TV, he always says that out loud. Christian, I'm like, okay, 20 years, Dad. Thanks.
I'm still waiting for them to release from the Uncaged album. Christian's version like the first version that he used.
Yes, the one before he came back from TNA. Yes.
Well, no, not that. Like the opera version, the first one he used at I believe Unforgiven.
Oh, the actual. I'm pretty sure at least at some point, but I guess I
did they.
I was pretty sure they did, but
I'm very nitpicky with the themes.
This is very true. I know,
which is why I succeed with the Spotify questions.
Oh, I know. I know.
For the most part, I don't get them all.
I am not looking forward to any Spotify questions at all this afternoon. For what it's worth.
Oh, no spoilers.
You suck.
It's 30 Spotify questions. No, I wouldn't do that.
I quit. I retire right now.
I'm sure there are people who would get all 30.
Right, I know, because people are.
I'm not among them.
Yeah, that's one thing I dreaded creating and answering on the show. Whenever it was, this was the. Oh, here we go.
Listen to the pop for Rikishi,
man, and just think, 10 months later, WWE's going to flush it down the commode completely by having him be the guy that ran over Austin. It's like, come on, man, what the hell.
You figure he was only on TV for 2 months as Rikishi at this point.
And it's like, for me, like, I get they couldn't have it actually be Triple H because Triple H was like out of like not, he was being chased by Austin, but he was like kind of in the shot sort of before that. So I get you can't have it be Triple H, but how about a member of DX? How about anybody but Rikishi? Like, God, he had so much good karma built up with the fan base, and then it's like, yeah, nope, sorry. and for the main event payoff to be at effing No Mercy, it's like, huh? Like, how is that not at the Survivors? Oh wait, because Triple H was the guy, so it has to be that Survivor Series. And Ricky gets the Rock because he did it for Rock, but not really. Like, So bad. So bad. That was one of the few things he has to do. I go, Vince, you missed the mark there, brother. You really did. And here we go. It's about to go down now. Like, well, we're buddies. Come on. We got this. Okay. And then now I'm fiddle. You're reaching, Brian, big time.
Brian Christopher is so underappreciated.
He always has been. It's no one was so sad he went out because I think he had more to contribute. Here we go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see is not a WWE recreation on their network. It actually took place in the middle of a Royal Rumble match. This is not post-production edit. This is a real thing, folks.
In Madison Square Garden, this kind of reaction is happening.
Yeah. When 20,000 people are doing this, you know it's the Attitude Era. Good.
Yeah.
Jesus. But you know what? It was over like rubber. What can you say?
This is still one of my favorite Rumble moments.
Right, it is. And just wow. Like, can we talk for a minute about how much of the ring Rikishi's ass took up during these dances? Like, it's just there, brother. It's everywhere. You know what, dude? Spoiler.
To be fair, I would do the same thing.
Oh, for sure. Well, you being the Rumble guy, of course you would.
Oh, yeah. Got to win by any means necessary.
And there
Nation,
is
straight up Nation of Domination.
Kids, the bucket hat did not keep Scotty's hair like that. It just was. Still love you. I'm gonna whoop your ass about 10 months in a handicap match, though. But for now, I love you. And he's gonna finish the dance because why not? And Scotty's hat's still in the ring. I'm gonna put it on. What the hell? My hair's like my Scotty's, but I still look cool like this. Hey, you know what? I've actually met Ish not too long after this. He really can bust a move. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever works.
This is something Kevin Dunn doesn't cut away from.
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, can we not? Thanks. Oh, here we go. And more dancing going on now. It's about to get real again. He's still wearing the glasses. Thank you, Keith. Take off the glasses.
No. Yeah, Blackman kicked him off him.
Jack Jones like glasses. Most save the Scotty glasses. Cannot have those be broken. We've only got 6,000 people backstage. And we're not making any money right now, so we got to make sure we save every penny. Meanwhile, they're funding the football league. Don't mind us.
Yeah.
Which I will still say forever is the biggest point of contention I have with the company as far as the invasion angle. It's like, you put how many millions of dollars in that football company?
Yeah.
And you could bring in the NWO, Ric Flair, Scott Steiner, Goldberg. Yes, I said Goldberg. God forgive me for that one. But, you know, like those
here's to quote you, here's the thing. If they would have brought them in, they would have got buried the same way.
Right.
So,
but you know, I honestly think if they'd have brought the main event guys in for the invasion and even, you know, reached out to Eric and like, hey, we've got your top tier guys. Do you want to be involved in this?
They still would have got buried. It wouldn't have mattered.
You know, but if they had brought him in, they wouldn't have had to involve ECW guys necessarily. And it would have been at least more believable that it could be the other way. Because, oh, wow. Speaking of the other way, hello.
Yeah. Big Vis.
That's a whole man right there. And just think, only a year prior, he was still King Mabel going into the Rumble.
Right.
Or actually, more like the disgraced monarch because he wasn't quite the king anymore. But
no, he was just Mabel.
Yeah. And Taker went out there and said, "Hold my beer. I'll fix this mess." And to Nelson Frazier's credit, Viscera was a damn good character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was a hell of a ministry enforcer. the World's Largest Love Machine, I thought was grossly underrated. I firmly stand by that statement to this day. And him in the hardcore division in this year 2000 was actually pretty scary.
That Hardcore Battle Royal WrestleMania 2000 is still one of my guilty pleasure matches.
I am so tickled I was there for that because it was just a spectacle to watch even live. Granted, we didn't see a lot of it in the arena because it was live
right
at stage, but it was still fun to be there and go, what the hell's happening?
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. Well, I mean that Hellmania was crazy, let's be honest. But it was my first Mania, so there you go. Sorry, my first live one. Chop the tree down, Keish. There you go. The pop for that one. Jeez.
Yeah.
By himself, he took him out.
Mm-hmm.
See, this whole scenario right here completely backs up what I said earlier about them completely flushing the good stuff down the commode because they had something here with Babyface Keish.
Yeah.
And they friggin' blew it. And then there's this guy who was just, again, he was still doing great things when he passed away. He was down training the kids in OVW or wherever they were, and just such an unfortunate loss for the world.
Maybe I'm in the minority. I kind of wanted Boss Man to win that title match against Big Show.
Thank you. You're not the minority in this room. Yeah, but you know what? Looking back, Triple H winning it back, and then the stuff with Mick.
Yeah.
Freaking gold. Just gold.
Right.
And I don't think it would have been as impactful as it would have been if Triple H beat the Boss Man, because Big Show losing led to that slow heel / tweener moment with him here in this match, leading up to this match.
Part of me wishes, not to interrupt, part of me wishes at one point during this run he would have gone old school with the blue and come back as a babyface.
Well, it's funny. Like, you and I talked about this, I think last year we were watching something, I forget what it was, and I brought up that he came out at one point to the old Boss Man theme, but still in the SWAT gear. You're like, no friggin' way.
Yeah.
It was right around, somewhere between Over the Edge and either right after King of the Ring or right after King of the Ring. He had a little spat with the corporate ministry, and they beat the crap out of him, and he came out to the old Boss Man music for Controlling the Nights like he was going to wreck some shit. And he came in the ring and made nice and hugged. I'm like, oh, come on, Ray.
When was that?
It's somewhere in the period of between Over the Edge 99 and King of the Ring, like somewhere in that 5 or 6 week span. It's on Raw. I swear to God, I watched it happen.
Okay.
If you want, when we're done recording this, as I'm editing and uploading it, hopefully get up before trivia goes up today.
Yeah.
I'll try to find the exact episode and the exact moment for you and send it your way.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Gotta love the cool continuation thread there of Test attacking the Boss Man. Because it was Boss Man who was helping oppose the Test Stephanie thing. And we're just nutshotting apparently on this one. There you go. So you get a ball shot. You get a ball shot. Where's Oprah?
Everybody gets a ball shot.
Seriously. Well, I mean, this moment you have to, because you can't hit him in the head because they don't do anything.
I think we also, the thing about the Attitude Era is like everybody got a reaction. Test got like this huge babyface pop when it came out.
Right? It's like, how? Okay, I mean, you look back and think about these characters, you go, like, Test never really did anything.
I mean, he held gold. He was tag champ. Was he tag champ?
But like he never was like one of the. Well, this guy, I think, another guy that was underutilized as this year in particular went on, and but Davey of course had the demons he was battling as he did pretty much throughout, but yeah, you're right. Like everybody got a huge. Like, I mean, God, we heard when Kaietek came out, people popped for Kaietek, and I was like, it's fucking Kaietek, people. Like, breathe.
Indeed.
Yeah. See, there it is, and you knock. There you go. Very good. Okay. See, we're back in the report. It's all good.
Just lob them up. I'll knock them out of the park.
Well, I was accused of doing that for a year last year, so you
know. People thought you were giving me softballs.
Yeah.
I just know a lot of shit. Okay.
Yeah. See, I told you. Teach you the nuts. It doesn't work. See, the Bulldog listened to me 2 years ago. See, 21. There you go. See.
Yeah.
Davey Boy's a smart wrestler, but yes, no, folks, I didn't lob anything up. It pretty much consumed my very essence to come up with these damn questions for this guy. And he still won. So, shut up. And now, of course, I'll be paid back this afternoon, no doubt. I'm not looking forward to it. No, I'm not going to lie. I enjoy the thrill of competition, but it's those two guys scare me, David and Chris, because they've both beat me. And I'm the only one that's beaten you, so it's a very interesting dichotomy. It's going to be a very interesting format.
But the thing is, they beat you. Actually, no, Cass beat you with my question, so never mind.
Right. I was going to say, Cass beat me in a triple threat. So
no, Cass beat
Cass. That's right.
It was 1-on-1. No, I won the triple threat.
That's right. You did. That's right. Here's a guy I wish I saw more often. I got to know him pretty well. I miss Big Dave. I like Gangrel. He's a cool guy. It was so funny. One of the few times my dad came to one of the shows I was working out here in Newell back in 2007. God, here we go. I think this is the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There goes Funaki. He's okay. Taka is
boom.
Jack Jones going, he's dead.
Yeah.
Somebody told his mom not coming home ever.
Yeah.
Throw the X up. Somehow he got up into the back, but he ain't coming back, folks. Man. Yeah. The replays of this with Taka are just they're not pretty, I'm not gonna lie. So viewer discretion is advised here momentarily.
Oh.
Discretion is advised to avoid that. Good Lord.
Yeah.
That was a big old sandwich. Pretty sure Dave's Canadian, so that was more like a Canadian bacon sandwich. Oh, here we go. Watch.
Boom.
Oh my God.
Yikes.
That was a Taka face on the floor there. And no, Jerry, they're not Chinese, so stop it. No, but anyway, it was so cool. Like I've had moments with both my parents now in being in wrestling because Randy Savage calls the house, my mom pops. Tremendous.
Yeah.
I'm at this show, working this show, just kind of doing my thing there ringside. Gangrel's music hits, and my dad is at ringside. He's freaking bumping along to the brew music. I'm going, where's my video camera? That's awesome. Because my dad knew exactly who it was. And then there's Edge coming out to the Edge and Christian music, and my dad knows that song too. But yeah, just to watch my dad bebop along to the Brood music, I'm thinking to myself, what year am I in? What is happening? Awesome. Mike Yoda doing his due diligence, making sure nobody gets out of the ring with both feet without him seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the end would be the complete opposite of that. For about 3 weeks. I'll tell you, the whole post-Rumble angle with the winner and the runner-up was just so Triple H doing Triple H things.
Yeah.
Such a dick. And it's so fresh in my mind because I just finished watching that stuff not so long ago. I'm basically holding right now at the week after the Monday and Thursday after WrestleMania 2000 because I'm waiting until after WrestleMania season's over to continue my Monday Night War era binge with my buddy Kat. And she's in the meantime waiting for me to resume. Here you go again with Taka. God. I don't care how padded that black mat is there. That shit hurts. And you know it hurts.
Dude, that mat is not very thick.
No, it's there for the aesthetics, folks. I mean, they've said it 100 times, but it's true. Yeah. So anyway, she. Oh, here we go. There's Bob. I'm too pale to be real. Backlund. Doing the redhead again before Jeff Beecham became a thing. Gotta love Bob Backlund in the Garden in 2000. But I
love how he's walking out there and then people realize who it is, and then there's this ridiculous pop.
Yeah, it's like, who are you? Oh, okay.
Because you figure this was before surprise Rumble entrants were really a thing.
Right. Oh, here we go. There he goes. All right. Pull the thong out of your ass, Keish, and walk to the back. Before you do that, pull your thong out, though, please.
Yeah.
Kevin Dunn, you're killing me.
You miss Edge's first spear in 9 years in in-ring action, but you can catch Rikishi's ass every time you get a chance.
Dick. All right, so we've had our house Kevin Dunn not fired moment here for the rewind this week, so we'll go ahead and we did dads yesterday. We didn't work in the Sid leg thing. We have to work that in here somehow before we go away here today.
As long as we don't have to watch it, I'm fine.
Right. Yeah. That was my big mistake last year during football season, was showing Dylan that Dak's injury wasn't near as bad. What do you mean? Click. Why did I do it? Dumbass. That's still the most gruesome thing I've ever seen in wrestling by far. Like, I think you could get through Funk and Sabu more than you can watch that one. I still stand by that statement to this day. It's like that one moment is so much more grotesque than the entire match with Terry and Sabu. There we go. Okay, now see that moment right there where Jericho's like this at the rafters there. Yeah. That was how my seats were at Mania in 2.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
I could sit right over the entryway and get a picture of Jericho looking right at me, pretty much. I get that picture, by the way. I'll have to put it up here. That's amazing. Jesus, there goes backwards. No wonder he went to go help Kurt Angle against Jericho at WrestleMania. He was pissed.
Yep.
I'll show you, you Canadian fool. I don't know how to say most words I'm saying, but I'm going to get you, Chris.
Make Darren Young great again. Oh.
We're sorry, Fred. We love you. Oh, man.
I actually thought that angle had some potential.
It really did. It's one of those things where it happens so almost. Backlund's going up into the seats.
Yeah.
Where the hell's he going? Campaign some more? Jeez. Yep. I think it was one of those things where it became such an organic thing with the crowd that Vince is like, well, I didn't want this to go this far. Like he always does. Got a big old glare coming off the window here. It's bugging the shit. Better. Fuck me. Stay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this.
Good old Leroy.
Live tape TV. Gotta love it. Oh, it's even worse now. Holy moly. Oh, well. It's all right. I saw his entrance there. I missed that completely. Another guy we had on the show that passed away.
Yeah.
Did you like my post this morning? How it started, how it's going?
Yeah. Did you see my post on Facebook?
No, I didn't. I'll have to go look.
My hashtag was on the Tonight Show last night.
Oh, I did see that. That was awesome. That was very cool. I didn't watch Jimmy last night because I was so exhausted watching the Kings lose already that I went to bed.
Another low blow in this match.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You gotta love your first game on a freaking bots drop pass. It's like, oh, God damn it, Kings.
Hey, the Penguins lost to the Flyers, so whatever.
I know. Well, at least we lost to Minnesota. It's like the Dutch or the Sharks. I'm not totally pissed about it, but the fact is, it's Dustin Brown dropping the pass to Doughty and he misses. It's like, these two guys have been my biggest issues with the Kings for the last 5 years. I'm going, you two are not helping your cause with me. Just saying. There we go. Joni doing the women in the Rumble before it was a thing. She looks mad.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, all right, you want the IC title? Fine. Enter Chris in all this, you bitch.
Yeah.
Wow. Telegraph much? There we go. Joni, there we go. Oh, boss man, you bastard. Kind of love Jack Doan and Mike Chioda being between the two of them. It's like, dude, what are you two going to do?
Yeah.
Like, Chioda, Joni could have you for breakfast, first of all. She probably has the same amount of protein in her breakfast anyway. Bullshit. And Jack Doan, please, stop. Jericho Tribune a Canadian ham.
No wonder she cost you the European title.
That's right. Which I was also there for.
Yeah.
As was JJ, his very first live show ever, WWF show ever. April 3rd, 2000 Raw.
Damn.
All right. Shit's about to go down now, folks. Here comes big bad Ron Simmons. Farouk. And here's where some things go down, which is stupid. Oh, God. Freaking posse. Now, see, why couldn't Rodney or Pete Gas be the ones who do the face plant? Where's the justice, I ask, damn it? See, if I'm the Acolytes after this match, because we're going to see Bradshaw later, I'd have done to those guys what I did to Shane McMahon at SummerSlam a year and a half later. Clothesline his bloody head off for being an interfering, obnoxious little shit.
Gotta love Shane O'Mac, though.
In 2001, no less. Let's be clear on that. He had a pretty rough 2001.
But he had my favorite match of. He had my favorite match of all time in 2001.
I'm gonna say he fought his dad at Mania. He had the last man standing match with Big Show. Backlash. He had the King of the Ring Bloodfest. He was all over the place that year, man. Most time getting his ass whooped really bad or doing crazy stunt shit.
Shane should have been WWE champion.
You said that, and I've scoffed at it, but you know what? You're 100% right. Like, here's Road Doggy Dog. If any McMahon should have been the world champion, it should have been Shane, not Vince. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The angle was cool with Vince beating Hunter on SmackDown and the whole pop it got with Shane and Austin being involved. But as far as work rate, if you even want to call it that with fans, Shane McMahon had it by and large.
Yeah.
It was funny. We were talking yesterday on the dad's anniversary about fans. Actually, we were doing a recording actually of for February of our top 10 favorite couples in wrestling ever. And of course, Vince and Brenda come up because they are the couple in wrestling. Without them, there's no wrestling. Right. And just about Linda's heel turn. It's like how the whole world going, no, you're not supposed to be this one. You're supposed to be the good one. It's like,
it was such a weird time too.
What? It was okay because they're writing JR off TV for the colon surgery, which is just weird anyway. And but they had Linda do it. Like it's like it made sense because JR's laughing at all four of them getting stunners, and Linda sat in the ring there with Steve and said, "I spent 2 years trying to put them back together, and you've laid them all out, and might as well join them." Brink. It's funny, but it's not funny to the McMahons because the other ones get dropping their chins. So here's a guy that had a weird 2000 for sure. And Frow's not saying something because he's weird anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, he turned heel against Mick because of the Rocks and the jealousy of over the Rock. Like not too long after, there was a damn Bulldog hit hard. Holy crap.
Yeah.
not too long after this, he's kind of like just in there in the mid-card haha with Blackman, the tag team.
Mm-hmm.
And then not long after that, he's have more backstage stuff with Foley than he is actually doing anything in the ring.
Yeah.
It really didn't surprise me he ended up being a tough enough head trainer because he wasn't doing shit all on television. So,
Well, he had that whole European title run where he was representing each individual country.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right.
Yep, that was in 2000, yeah.
Including Greece from, complete with leather jacket and picture of Olivia and John. That's fantastic.
And France with his picture of Pepe Le Pew.
Oh my God, yes. In the category of let's see how serious we can get today here on the WWF television shows. For France, we have Pepe Le Pew. It's like, oh boy. Even funnier, back then, Pepe Le Pew was owned by Time Warner.
Yeah, there you go.
So, another little shot at the competition.
Yeah, it's funny to me, people who want the Attitude Era back. It's like you people nowadays, you couldn't handle the Attitude Era.
No, y'all are too. Pardon my very overt Tony. Y'all are too much of a pussy to deal with the Attitude Era. You guys are just not.
And plus, do we really want to see Val Venus again?
No, not this week.
Sean Ross Sapp's favorite wrestler, Val Venus. Tongue in cheek, very much so.
Down is Greg Cherry today. Look out! Here we go.
It's obviously a joke.
It's a joke, but so is Sean. Sean Morley. He's lost his damn mind. He has. He's lost it. Like I'm all for. We try very hard to avoid the POL word on these shows, but I'm all for free speech in that department, and that's fine. Like he can say what he says about the people up there in the on Capitol Hill, whatever. He's usually right because they're idiots.
Here we go.
Thank God. Speaking of idiots, can we stop? Can we have the director stop showing that, please? God.
You know very well that's a Vince call, much like the Titus thing.
Very much so. But I mean, Sean Morley just for no reason attacks Mick Foley this week. Dude, anybody to get on harp on in the business, why the nicest guy ever? Like, why Santa Claus? Like, why? What's in your head telling you that's okay?
Politics is an ugly thing, and we all should stop it.
It is, but I actually compare. Speaking of ugly things, here Matt Blumen is back. Oh, there goes. There goes Edge. Not quite ready.
Edge, you would have better Rumble performances in later years,
for sure. One big win and two big comebacks.
Yeah.
I compared Sean's rant to Damien Demento attacking Rob and I a few years ago, which I thought was just awesome.
I guarantee you a lot of modern day fans wouldn't even know who Damien Demento was.
Yeah.
A lot of longtime fans might not know who Damien Demento was.
Right. If you haven't seen the first Raw, you don't know who he is. You don't. Yeah. And we inadvertently made him relevant for about 4 seconds a few years back. So, but that's okay because I got my point across.
It's like my Twitter bio. Probably nobody gets it because my Twitter bio says I'm from the outer reaches of your mind.
If that's the indication where the questions are coming from today, I'm definitely scared.
And that's probably all the Damien Demento talk you will hear in the year 2021 from anybody ever.
I didn't think they showed him on the anniversary episode of Raw this year. Like, I didn't think they showed him at all.
Probably not.
That's awesome. Who we got now? Oh, here we go. Here's
a Sparky plug.
Speaking of relevant 20 years ago.
Poor Hardcore. I actually didn't mind Hardcore Holly. He had a long career in WWE.
He really did. Like people don't realize how long he was around. He had a long damn time.
He was there for almost 15 years.
Yeah, he was. Okay. Reference point for this guy in particular. He worked the SummerSlam that Greg went to in Pittsburgh. So,
yep.
Hunter's pay-per-view debut match at that.
Mm-hmm. I was there for Triple H's pay-per-view debut in the WWE.
So you're there for that, and arguably the better of the two ladder matches between those two, John and Razor. So there you go.
And Mabel main eventing a pay-per-view.
Now I wasn't going to bring that up. That's just sad. you know what? Here, I'm going to throw it out there right now. Mabel main eventing in '95 is very much like right now. Who you have main eventing the Royal Rumble in a couple weeks? Two guys who have no freaking challenges.
I'm excited about Reigns and Pierce, okay? I'm excited about that one.
Okay, I am too. You know how much I love Adam. I've not been quiet about that, even before we did our screening of him and Graves. But he's been retired for 6 years. And it is, oh, geez. Talk about pops in the garden. Good, great, moogly. And what's funny is that wasn't the first pop he got that night.
Nope. Because he showed up in the Cactus Jack Triple H match.
And freaking laid Triple H damn near wide open on his face more than he was on his calf.
Yep.
The irony of Rock getting Mick Foley out of the handcuff situation Rumble is just not lost on me whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah. How come you guys never watched an Rumble match in January? Because you want us to watch the Foley Rock match, and we're not doing that. I can really get through Hell in a Cell with Mick and Taker. You think I can get through the I Quit match? You kidding me? What the hell I was saying now. I went off on a little tangent there.
When it comes to old school Royal Rumble matches that aren't the Rumble, next up, Undertaker versus IRS.
Yes.
All right.
With King Kong Bundy in the post match.
Which I still thought, like, even like a few weeks ago, it's like, wasn't that match for the Intercontinental title? And we talked about that.
It's like, we totally forget that Double J was a thing in '95.
Poor Jarrett.
I know, right? He got, including by no DQ, he got so shit on for so long. And he didn't really deserve it. Yeah, maybe did a little bit. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah. Like I said, I am so happy that Adam is getting any sort of face time. Because Lord knows that guy's got enough verbal talent to carry any kind of role they want to give him for years and years. But this whole thing of making him have to face Roman for the championship, it bugs me because it's like, you know, it's not exactly the same thing. I'm not going to say that it is, but it harkens me back to Mick's promo in '97 talking to JR about, you know, Vince signing him then. It's like, why didn't you take me when I was good? It's like Adam Pearce coming into the company even right before he retired, even in 2014, as Crash Hall goes over the deep end there. Adam Pearce coming in as a credible challenger then, I'm buying it. Like, I'm buying that people right then and there. So it just kind of sucks that, you know, this is the way we're getting Adam Pearce in a WWE World Title match. It's like, really? And then on Raw, going on the Raw match. Lord. Well, for a couple reasons. Number one, we all know we all know I hate Bill Goldberg. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole again today. But I am convinced that this Drew McIntyre having the COVID thing is bullshit. I'm convinced of it.
You think it's going to be an excuse for him to lose? Be like, oh, well, he had COVID, so he had to take the time
I
off
think
him.
it's going to be an excuse. It's going to be some sort of out. And the only reason I say that I think it's bullshit, and I'm not trying to oh, gee, there's an excuse to run for your life right there. They see that? The Rock foam? He's like, get the hell out of there, that thing. Awesome. He came out there on Raw on pre-tape the day after testing positive. Right? At best, he can't get a definitive negative result back until 25th, which is I'm sorry, to the 24th, which is 7 days before he's supposed to be in the ring with Bill.
Yeah.
You can't tell me the company is going to actually actively pin their hopes on him, hopefully testing negative. Like, and,
you know that match has only got to go a minute and a half, right?
Well, and for them to not, publicly announce anybody's positive test until now and have it be basically a PSA moment for the champion to be doing that, it just reeks. It reeks to me. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll say I'm wrong. That's proven I'm wrong. But I think what I think. I feel what I feel. When half the damn freaking NXT roster got COVID, you didn't see any of them on TV talking about it, saying, you guys need to be really careful. This is a legit thing. Even though they should have been. So, just saying. A lot of it stinks. Here comes the posse again.
Well, here you go. You said you wanted to see him clotheslined, and look out, bam!
There's one. There we go. Still there, Joey. No, throw him to the ropes.
Pete Gas. He's Pete.
He clotheslined his damn self.
Yeah.
He went to the back and go, John, can you kill our drivers for me today? Thanks. God. Pete Gas, Cactus clotheslined himself. Brutal.
Yeah.
Golly.
He's lucky his arm didn't get stuck
Albert's there. What is he wearing there? What is that?
Who, Albert?
Yeah. Is Val Venis shedding on him? What the hell?
I don't know.
It looks like nylon or something. What the hell is that?
Maybe one of the posse members came out with the MJF scarf. I don't know.
Right? It's like I never noticed that before. I've watched this match for 21 years. I'm just now seeing that. Actually, pretty funny it was Max's scarf because Max is Max is a teenager at this point. I think. When was he on Rosie? What year was he on Rosie?
I don't think he was a teenager then.
He was a kid. I don't know how far he progressed since Rosie.
I don't
know. Well, you're
asking me like I watch Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, you should have been back then because she was actually tall back then. Tori and her ever increasing, decreasing amount of fabric on her body when she was with Kane.
Tori's kind of forgotten about in WWE history.
Right, because
This is the loudest. Hold on, listen to this.
Oh,
that was loud.
Yeah, it was. Hey, no, nobody go over that side anymore. You're obviously getting your arms hung up in that rope.
Yeah.
That's enough of that shit. Yeah, Tori's forgotten, unfortunately, because a year later they brought in the other Tori. So, it's... Mm-hmm. And this Tori went out basically as a freaking ninja that started on Sunday Night Heat with Raven and Stevie. Yeah. So, She got lost in the shuffle of heat, which if you get lost in the shuffle of heat, you're damn near Blair Witch lost.
Mm-hmm. I wonder where they did the pyro from.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like the Guardians really set up for that.
Mm-hmm.
At least in this configuration. For Mania, they did it better, obviously, but
yeah,
Mania 20, not WrestleMania 10. There was no freaking whatever WrestleMania 10 was like this. That's a whole lot of ass in the air there. Well, speaking of ass. It's a New York hose there, folks. Part of me wants to hire him for a cameo just so I can have him on my show and go, you were on my show. I told you. Because he freaking turned me down and then went straight to the freaking Thomas and Mack and was on TV. I'm not in the business anymore, brother, but thanks for asking. Liar.
He kayfabed you. It happens.
He totally kayfabed me, and it pisses me off. And I don't give a shit that I'm irrational about that. I don't care. It's 10 years. I don't give a shit that I'm mad about that. Is it wrong I like the one with the most pulls on the most? The one there in the right, her right there. Yeah, that one. For now, I go to the Viewerverse. Maybe he can tell me if I'm right.
Here we go again. Slow motion.
Slow motion now. Oh no. Oh my.
It looks worse there.
It does. So worse. Well, and it is bad because he was out of action for a hot minute. But yeah. Oh man. I look up. Nobody's watching the ring. They're all watching the hose leave. Freaking New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Why are you touching their hands? They're New York hose. You know exactly where they've been, people. I know it's not COVID or anything, but good grief. Come on now. Number 30. Here we go, boy. Here's the winner right here. Sean Waltman already getting that X-Pac heat here in 2000. Poor Sean.
Did you see his reply to my tweet about him being in the Rumble this year?
No, I didn't. Let me see.
Yeah, I sent out a tweet like a week ago or so that said, all I want for the 2021 Royal Rumble is for him to come out one night only as the 1-2-3 kid. That's all I want. Tremendous. And he actually replied, he was like, can you wait till next year? I'm having knee surgery. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, it's like, that's fine. I can.
Yeah, he's having knee surgery, like really like full on, like completely tearing the thing apart and putting it back together knee surgery. Nash just had eye surgery. The whole clique's all beat up.
Yeah.
Lordy.
Al Snow lasted longer than The Godfather.
Damn.
Wow.
There's a really bad joke there. I'm going to leave it alone.
Al Snow made the final 7 of a Royal Rumble.
2000 nutshell, folks. Trying to find the tweet from Sean here. I probably should go on your Twitter and look instead, dumbass. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Greg. Can you wait till I'm about to have knee surgery?
Yeah.
What would make it better is if he came out 3 times like Mick Foley. 1, 2, 3 kid, X-Pac, and then 6. He champ. And he replied back to that. 1, 2, 3 kid had to be last because I have to shave the beard.
Watch this elimination.
Right?
And he bumped hard.
Yeah, he did, man.
Like when the replay hits, like you guys need to watch how hard he actually hit the mat.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys wonder why his ass exploded a few years later, that bump is why right there. Damn. He hit that garden floor hard. But yeah. Can you imagine him doing that gimmick where he comes out as 6, X-Pac, and then the kid in the same match?
Yeah.
That would be tremendous. I would pop so bad. Here we go. Watch this. Oh, my God.
How he didn't get concussed is beyond me.
Well, maybe he did.
He might have. It's 2000.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't know back then. Well, it looks like Aaron's going to be in the chat room today for the Battle of Champions. So we'll have the boss man along for the ride too. I don't mean Ray Trailer. By the way, for those of you wondering at home, we're actually recording this at 1 p.m., 1:07 p.m. Eastern time right now as we do this. So I've only got 5 hours to get this thing uploaded and ready before the trivia match is going on. Just make myself pretty busy today. God forbid I take a day off. Oh, there goes Kane. That's okay. He has better Rumble the following year.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
He had multiple Final Fours, did Kane?
Yes, he did. It's funny. Dude, Aaron's response to that tweet yesterday was just fabulous. Did you see that?
Which one?
Somebody put a collage of 4 pictures up. It was Kane with Drew Carey. It was Jericho. It was Booker. And it was... I forget who the 4th guy was in the picture. They said, how none of these 4 guys ever want to Rumble is beyond me. And Aaron said something to the effect of, I don't know. Drew Carey winning the Rumble probably would have been a good idea.
I actually replied to that too. It's like, I think Drew Carey got a better gig.
Yeah. God bet Robbie Vice, he goes, as a guy from Cleveland, I disagree with that because that would have been awesome. And he put the gif of Cleveland Rocks up. I'm like, see, that's why we're a team. Shit like that right there. It was so funny. Like, I was like, amidst the Kings screwing themselves up last night, I was actually chuckling pretty hard at that tweet thread. Man, the Kings will get their chance for redemption tomorrow because they play Minnesota again. Think about this realignment, man. They're playing everybody twice in a row, or we got a stretch where we play the Ducks in a row 4 times. Like, these rivalries are gonna get nasty in a hurry this year with this alignment we've got. I think you guys play Philadelphia like a shit ton of times in a row too.
Probably.
Oh. Now that entire front row is going, hey, wait a minute. But at the time, they're popping because The Rock won the Rumble. Now, if you guys wonder what I was talking about as far as Triple H doing Triple H things later on, Big Show would spend the next 3 weeks trying to prove to Triple H that he had, in fact, won the Rumble. The Rock had hit the floor first.
Mm-hmm.
The first week, Hunter tells him, I'm going to need like some sort of proof, like a picture or something. So Big Show brings these Polaroids to the show the following Monday. Yeah. And Triple H, of course, this is pretty good. I mean, like an eyewitness or something. So he gets the one security guard to the company for the past 45,000 years, Jim, whatever, the Big Jim, the guy there at ringside. And he says, hey, I'm going to take the word of security guard guy? Come on, I'm going to have some video proof. Big Show's like, son of a bitch. So then he finds the one piece of video footage that Kevin Dunn got from the side view, from the Taka cam. The Rock, boom, right there, hits the floor first. And then went to No Way Out. Shane McMahon returns. Greg's delight. Big Show's in the match. And then we get to the Fatal 4-Way at Mania. It was just a crazy path to Anaheim for sure that year. Now, if this happened in 2020 or whatever, I'd be worried about that taxi cab above the entryway because Murphy's Law was for real last year. Yeah. I'm impressed that he stayed up there. Like, they had to have some serious rigging to keep that thing in place. That's a big old taxi cab. Yeah. I'm surprised the Hardys didn't do their bumps off that thing instead of the other side, for the record. Yeah.
I'm sure Jeff would have been that crazy to try and like slide into a swanton or something.
Without question. Cheap pop there. But now without a Big Show, fist in the face first. Yeah. Woo! See, I do appreciate the imagery they laid out here. The Big Show is the one standing tall at the end of the night.
Yeah.
So there is that seed of doubt, like, he's the last guy standing. Where are we going here? What's going to happen? Mm-hmm. So that's where Kevin Williams comes in, at least at that point.
And technically, the Big Show did win the match.
He did.
Kind of like Scotty 2 Hotty in 2005. He won the match.
Right, exactly. That's right.
Have I told you that? Have I told you that conspiracy theory?
I believe you have on a previous episode. But
all right. Well, as soon as the video's done here.
Yeah. I'll say, we're in Rumble season. Hell with it. Let's go ahead and go with it. Yeah, speaking of conspiracy, I firmly believe conspiracy theory wise, The Rock was supposed to win outright, not have his feet touch.
Yeah.
But they're like, we got to do something to fill the time here. And I think they just use that, the Big Rock's feet touching as okay, well, we're out. Okay. All right. Guys, too hot a conspiracy theory.
Are we watching 2005?
We are, you're right. So we can talk about that next time.
So I'll save it.
That's why you are who you are, sir.
Yep.
So, if you're watching this on Friday, January 15th, we thank you for watching live. We're still doing live today, like we said. But coming up, still to come today on the Jeff Beecham Network, as well as the Greg Cherry brand, NoDQ.com YouTube channel, for the first time, I think ever, all four of the former or current NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge champions will be in the same room. Virtual wise, we're social distancing, kids. It's still a thing. Competing, 3 of us anyway, to face this guy down the line here. So I'm not looking forward to it. I said it time and time again. I'm scared. And then immediately following that, because I have it set up to go premiere at 7:00 Eastern, 4 Pacific, is the replay of JJ's Renegades review of the movie Dragnet, starring Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd, which I've never seen that movie, for the record. I only really know it exists because it's Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd, and because it was mentioned in our post-game celebrations with the Stanley Cup. So there you go. But that's coming up today. Next week, as Greg astutely pointed out, we'll be back here hopefully on Thursday. Prior to the No DQ review, we're gonna try to
and trivia
it in there like a freaking Vice.
And No DQ Wrestling Trivia Challenge. Yep.
And no, not Robbie Vice, because Robbie Vice No DQ review at 7:00, and the trivia is on at 6. At 5:00, hopefully, if we can get the thing edited in time, the 2005 Royal Rumble match, which is the most celebrated botch in WWE history by and large. More than once, between the finish and the botching of leg muscles. And as Greg said, his conspiracy theory regarding Scotty 2 Hotty will be presented to you in public, live tape, next Thursday, as Skippy Flyback would say. Anything else you want to throw out there to the masses before we get into this powder keg of a trivia room?
You can check out my Twitter at Greg Cherry Brand. I actually have every single link that you can. I put together a link tree finally for everything that I do, so I can just plug that instead of the 18,536 things that I need to plug. So go to my Twitter at Greg Cherry Brand. The link is there for the link tree. You can find the Teespring store, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, all of that stuff. Beautiful. Heck, if you want to send me money, I put my PayPal, but I doubt anybody's going to use that. But I figured, why not?
Right, exactly.
So there you go.
That's it. And again, JeffBeechamNetwork.com takes you to my link tree, and that gets you everywhere, including his stuff. So there you go. His stuff, No DQ stuff, my stuff. Thank you. It all comes together at 6:00 tonight, guys. My goodness. What's that?
I got cantaloupe.
Woo, cantaloupe. Woohoo! It is always good to make sure your melons are nice and firm when you're getting ready to do a trivia match. Anyway, we're going to move right along there and say, Gary, I am Jeff Beecham. We will see you later on today for more shenanigans, and next week right here on Wrestling Rewind.